As promised, we're joined right now by a two-time Super Bowl champion and a Super Bowl MVP, a four-time Pro Bowler. He was the first overall pick in the '04 draft out of Ole Miss, the 2016 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Giants Ring of Honor guy, and today he appears courtesy of Quaker and Quaker's pre-grain contest. Of course, I'm speaking of Eli Manning. Eli, great to have you back. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jim. How are you?
Good, dude. Good. You and I will talk oatmeal and more momentarily, but I got to get your thoughts. Not that we didn't already know, Eli, that Patrick Mahomes was already trending towards being an all-time great, if he's not already that, but how impressed were you with the way he was able to grit and grind out that unbelievable win over the Bengals on one leg last night in Arrowhead?
Yeah, it was really impressive, Jim. And some of the throws he made, when he was on the run and moving in the pocket, off balance, off one leg, and still to make these, kind of unscripted plays were just incredible. That's kind of what I thought he wouldn't be able to do. Like, we're going to lose that part of Patrick, which is, going to make it a little different for him. He made all those throws. It was the throws where he was sometimes just in the pocket. It was clean. And that's what sometimes you kind of think about that ankle, like, oh, I got to think about this. You step a little different. And he missed, he didn't miss many, but he missed a few throws when it was almost easy, but his ability just to make some throws on the run, moving around, the final offensive play where he's able to run and get the first down, get out of bounds, get the penalty, just shows his dedication, his commitment, and just his ability to rise to the occasion.
Only another elite quarterback would know. Well said. I appreciate that. Now, Eli, notice I said Arrowhead and not Burrowhead. I'm not saying that Mike Hilton's saying that they were heading to Burrowhead or Cincinnati's mayor asking for Burrow to take a paternity test to prove that he wasn't Mahomes' dad. I'm not saying they had an outcome on that game, but can we all agree that those were pretty dumb things to say and do given who they were playing?
Yeah, I think so. I think they should have, I think a little bit the Bengals, just with everything that went down earlier versus the Bills and some of these playoff things, how they kind of thought they were, there was billboard material, that the Bills had already sold tickets to that neutral site and this and that. They should have understood, hey, don't make other billboard material. And so they gave that to Kansas City. It's like, I don't think you get more up for a game, for a championship game, an AFC championship game, but just you don't need to do that. I think there was some, kind of learn how to handle the success and handle everything going on, and don't do that and put your team at a disadvantage. So it might not have played into a difference, but it's just probably not the smartest thing to do.
NFL great Eli Manning joins us once again. Eli, I'm curious, when you look at Joseph Osai, he was clearly devastated for that late hit on Patrick Mahomes that set up the game-winning kick. Can you see where the momentum from a guy trying to make a play might carry him off the field like that? Or can you just not make that mistake ever in that situation?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those tough plays. And for me, with guys and that's an effort play. It's not a mental mistake. It's not doing the wrong thing. Hey, you didn't know your playbook or you didn't prepare. That's a guy, trying to make a stop near the end of the game to try to win a game and help your team. And one step too far out of bounds makes the hit. And I think as a ref, you got to make that call. It was a late hit. It's on a quarterback out of bounds. They're always looking to protect those quarterbacks in that scenario. And so it's just one of those things. You can't do it, but you feel for him because, he's just trying to, play to the whistle and help out his team. And so I'm fortunate, and it was tough to watch him there on the bench afterwards. He was obviously upset because he'd worked so hard and done everything, so well. And to have that play is just it was tough to see, but that's football, and sometimes you just got to understand when to let up a little bit, and where the extra effort can be harmful.
Eli Manning is appearing courtesy of Quaker and Quaker's pre-grain contest, which we are going to hit on in a minute. So, Eli, what about the early lean, right? The Eagles are installed as early 2-point favorites. What do you think about the matchup? I know we're early. We're 2 weeks out. But what is your early lean on this game?
Well, I think you look at the Eagles. It pains me to say this a little bit, but they're playing really, really good football, and their defense has been tough the last 2 weeks, and getting pressure, getting turnovers. Nothing is. They're not giving up anything easy to the opposing offenses. I mean, every first down that the offense get is hard earned and feels like you've overcome something and you've done something great just to get a first down. And so their defense has been great, and then their ability to run the football. And whether it's one of their three running backs running it, whether it's Jalen Hurts running it, and then some of their RPOs where they're just kind of having reads and getting the ball out in the flat, throwing little slants. They're basically run plays. The ball is getting out quickly. There's not a whole lot of chance for anything bad happening. So they're protecting the football and shortening the game by the style of their offense, and it's impressive to watch. So I think it's a great matchup. I think it's the two best teams in each conference. They've been the best teams pretty much all year, and for them to end up in the Super Bowl will be a great matchup.
Eli Manning joining us. Eli, I'm curious. Nobody understands what comes along with playing quarterback in New York more than you do. I'm curious, where do you come out on Zach Wilson? For instance, do you believe he has what it takes to be a QB1 in New York with the Jets?
I don't think you can judge a quarterback by in 2 years and necessarily make that answer, make that kind of decision right now, just because it's hard. It's hard coming to New York. It's hard from certain colleges' offenses and come in here and just trying to put everything together, and just it's an adjustment. It's an adjustment to your not even to the physical part of things, but just the mental part of handling New York. It is not easy. There is a lot of pressure, and they'll make you the greatest and they'll make you the worst the next week. And it's a quick flip, and it's hard to adjust to that and handle that. So I think you still got to give the kid a chance. Let him see if he can just learn the best ways to work, the best ways to learn this offense and get things going, and to be a leader of the team. So I think it's just too quickly to judge that. I know from anybody, it takes time. It takes time to figure out this game and how to play at a higher level. And everybody can learn that at different stages. It can take an extra year or two, and you got to give that to some of these quarterbacks.
Eli Manning is my guest. All right, Eli, you are once again working with Quaker. Tell us more about the Quaker pre-grain contest.
Yeah, I'm excited to partner with Quaker to invite fans to share how they pre-grain before the big game and a chance to attend next year's Super Bowl in Las Vegas. So to enter the contest, fans can head over to TikTok, follow @Quaker, and between today and February 12th, which is Super Bowl Sunday, you can upload your own pre-grain video sharing how they prepare with Quaker oats. And so use the caption, #Quaker pre-grain, #entry. And so it's a great contest. Upload your video, and you have a chance to go to the Super Bowl next year.
That's a good time. He's appearing courtesy of Quaker and Quaker's pre-grain contest. Eli, how about one quick thought going out the door? I know you'll probably tell me he's not asking for your advice, but if Tom Brady came to you and said, Eli, what do you think? What should I do about running it back one more year or walking it off right now? What would you tell him?
I'm certainly not going to ask him what he's going to do, because I've seen his response to that. I don't want to get yelled at. I am hoping, with Jalen Hurts now in the Super Bowl, he's not in the Pro Bowl anymore. Tom Brady is up. So I'm hoping I could coach Tom Brady in a Pro Bowl this week, and I can give him some of my advice. But, hey, I think he's playing at a high level. I think he can still play. I don't see him slowing down. I think he can go into I'm sure he would rather go in an offense where he doesn't have to throw it the most in the NFL of any other quarterback. They get a little run game going would be helpful, but I think he's still got it, and would love to see him out there still.
He is a two-time Super Bowl champ, a Super Bowl MVP, appearing courtesy of Quaker and Quaker's pre-grain contest. Appreciate you, Eli. Always great to have you on the show. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Jim. Be well.
Be well. Eli Manning, still a pro. Always shows up like that. I like it.